Hello, everybody. Just me and Tony today so far in the group, which is awesome. We'll rock through this really quick. I just want to set the stage for week two. This is going to be setting up your agency. If you already have an agency, if you already have GoHighLevel, if you already have a domain name, if you already have a logo, if you already got a Facebook page, all that stuff, this week may not be the most productive for you. However, if you want some tips and tricks on setting up your agency with GoHighLevel, we'll end the week with CloseBot. So if you don't know CloseBot, definitely hit up at the end of the week, and I'll let everyone know. But for the next few days, we're going to be doing branding today, which is going to be cool and fun, graphics, and then GoHighLevel for probably 2 days, and then CloseBot for 2 days. Last week, we went over niche selection, offer selection, offer selection, offer selection. So if you missed last week, check it out. It's all recording. It was a really good week. We had a lot of people wind up joining over days and a lot of cool group interaction. So let's get started today. I don't think it's going to take the whole hour. And this is good. So this is a good skill to have. Okay. Let me share my screen.
All right.
And we'll get started. So a lot of people, when they start an agency or a business or a product, they got to come up with a name and a logo and all that stuff. So I'm going to today try to help you have some skills to be able to do that. My background is design, 30 years of design. So I'm going to show you how to use the new free stuff, Canva, we're going to be using specifically, and some AI tools to help us with the naming. And this will also be cool if you have clients who want a logo or they want a Facebook cover photo. I'm going to show you how to do that so you can keep the money. You don't have to go to Fiverr. You don't have to farm it out. And a tool like Canva, as you'll see, makes it so easy. So let's get started. So and feel free to interrupt. I mean, let me just make sure no one's, Tony, I'm going to turn off I'm going to let anyone join. Okay, so it's still just us. Well, Monday, 11. Ooh, I don't want to lock the meeting. I don't know what that means. Okay, cool. So
The time change, man.
oh yeah, I'm so tired. I'm so tired today. It's
Dude,
terrible.
oh my
I'm
God.
loving the 7 o'clock light. I'm telling, and you're on the east of your time zone. No, you're on the edge. I'm on the beginning edge of my time zone. It stinks. So are you, I think. All right. So if you want to have an agency, you got to have a name for your agency. And what I like to do is, since a lot of the good names are taken and it's hard to come up with names, we're going to start by coming up with a cool name for your agency using a couple of free tools. First, we're going to use a different chat engine called Claude AI. And what Claude is, it is a new tool from a company called Anthropic. It's free. Unlike ChatGPT, I think you can use this for free. It's super powerful. It's the best one out right now. If you're using CloseBot, know that Bryce is using different chat models in the background, right? So CloseBot, to move ahead a bit, decouples itself from the engine, meaning it's using ChatGPT a lot, and you're using a ChatGPT key, right? But his side of it uses his own key to do his own stuff to make sure the objectives are working and whatnot. And for that, he's using ChatGPT, and he's going to be using this Anthropic Claude. Hey, hello, Jeremy. So today
Hey, Josh.
we're just doing some branding, domain name selection using AI and Canva for those who don't know how to do that. Okay, welcome. I'll ask you later about what happened with your job choice. I'm curious.
No worries.
Okay, good. Cool. So first thing we got to do if we want to set up an agency, we need to have a cool name. My agency is called Rosenfeld Marketing. Not a very cool name. Okay. Why did I pick that name? It was easy. I just wanted something quick, and that's an option. If you just want to use, Robert's Marketing, go for it. It's your name, right? It's easy to take checks to your name and stuff. So just know if you get a brand name, then you need to probably have an LLC and all that stuff, which I'm not going to really get into. So I want to talk about coming up with a cool name for your agency using Claude.ai. We're going to do that right now. And then we're going to try to come up, because a lot of times the name you pick for your agency may not work. I also want to look at a tool called BrandSnap, which comes up with amazing domain names for you automatically using AI, and it's really cool. So let's go to Claude right now. So Claude.ai is the name of the tool, and I'm going to do a fresh install here. This is what you would do, and I highly recommend trying this out. It's very cool, very fast, and it's the newest, hottest right now. And this is a chatbot class. It's not really, it's more geared towards CloseBot, But you should know all the different models that is in use. So I'm going to sign up fresh with Claude. You can do the same thing. I'm going to continue with Google. I'll choose my account. It's kind of fun. It's got a little onboarding tool. So what's my name? Hopefully it works because I already have a domain and I already have an account. Okay, so it sends you a little two-factor authentication action. 910. You got to be 18. Oh, number already in use. Okay, so pretend that I did this and it is set up, and this is what you'll do, okay? I'm going to bring up my other instance of Claude that uses, there we go. So this is, once you finish signing up, this would look like it's going to ask for your name, so it knows my name. So this works really similarly to ChatGPT. You talk to it, you prompt it, right? So I'm going to say, let's try something like, I am starting a SMMA, social media marketing agency. Let's see if it can grab that acronym right. And specializing in conversational AI, make it fancy, for what's my niche? Let's say we're going to do real estate for real estate agents. Let's just see what happens. And this is free. Oh, I just told it that. I didn't ask it the question. Oops, let's see what it does. It's pretty quick. I forgot to ask it to do something for me, so I just kind of gave it some context. Awesome, and it's good stuff. You can totally read it. There's no way to stop it that I can see. Oh, yeah. Down here. So it's going to just keep going. Kind of want it to stop, but I don't know how to stop it. There we go. Okay, so okay, cool. So it just gave me some information because I didn't ask it a question. So let's say, I need help coming up with a great name for my agency. I want to ask it, can you surf the web and match it to domain names? I don't know. Let's see if it does that. Match it to domain names to make sure that it doesn't exist, that it is available. And when we use the next tool, it does this for you. But this is a little more robust. Yeah, see, now it's telling me how. Okay, because I didn't, okay, so this is interesting. I didn't specifically tell it. It just said I need help, and I'm going to try it again. Okay, great. So this Claude is interesting. Okay, great. Now, please come up with 10 names. I don't know why I say please to a robot, but I do. Please come up with 10 names, and you can try this while I'm doing this. With 10 names. Real Convo AI, Property Chat Pro, AI Concierge Estates, Converse Estate, AI Listing Genius, Chat Home Social. For each of these names, I will check availability. Oh, that's cool. So now I can see if I like one of these names, it's going to check availability. I'm going to show you another way to do this that's automated almost in a second, but it's not as back and forth as this. I mean, I wouldn't have thought of these names, and no one could have thought of these names in 2 seconds like that. They're not the best, but let's say property chat. Okay. Okay, check. And if it does, if it actually can check the web, that's awesome. Property Chat Pro. Domain. Doesn't like that. Doesn't like that. So, oh wait, here's the error. Due to unexpected capacity constraints. So they're doing the same thing they do with ChatGPT. Your free account is limited, it's throttled, and everyone's playing with this tool right now, so it's going to be slow and slow. They want you to pay to upgrade like they do with ChatGPT for unlimited, unlimited help. And I wouldn't do that just yet. I mean, it's only $20 a month. So if you want to get both, get both. I mean, they're awesome tools, but it's similar enough possibly to ChatGPT for our uses, at least. We're not making software that queries ChatGPT and we need speed and stuff. That's Bryce's problem with CloseBot, not ours. But these are interesting names. So again, Claude GPT is also a chat tool. You can ask it any questions like we were doing with the Merlin plugin and whatnot. But it doesn't surf the web. And I knew that may happen. But these are awesome names. I mean, these are cool names. You can keep asking it again and again. Real estate's a competitive market, so it's going to be challenging to find names, domain names that exist, because a lot of people want to have a domain name that matches their agency name, and This is where a tool like BrandSnap, which I'm going to show you now, really helps a lot. I think a few people on, or Jeremy, I think, used this tool already because it's, and you'll notice, so this is the same thing. You just kind of tell it what you're looking for. I have a social media marketing agency specializing in conversational AI for real estate agents. And this time, it's actually going to surf the web. Hello. Hey, Scott.
What's going on?
Good. Welcome today. Last week, I don't think, were you in the class last week?
No, I'm doing the recordings.
Okay, cool. So last week we did niche selection, offer, or an offer creation. Today, we're coming up, we're using some AI tools to come up with names for our agency, and then we're going to make some logos and some Facebook cover photos today. So today is going to be like a visual day for people that want to learn that skill, so you don't have to farm it out. You can do it yourself. It's fun. It's free. So that's today. Then tomorrow we'll do. This week's going to be setting up the agency. So if you don't have that, this would be great. So right now we're using a tool called BrandSnap.ai. It's in the notes, it's in these notes, which I'll share at the end of the class, which allows you to use AI to come up with a domain name, and it searches the web to find out if it's available and social media handles. This is a great way to come up with product names, agency names, and domain names for domain names. Now, my advanced settings here, you can select the style. Let's do a playful, and I'd like something that ends in AI because that's the hot thing, right? So I hit generate. Look at that. RealtyBots.ai, AgentChatter. These are awesome. These are good names. I mean, I couldn't come up with these in a split second. And what's cool is it even tells you the score based on the length of the name, the readability of the name, recall index of the name, and it tells you which social handles are available. So for instance, here, only the YouTube @ is available. So this is a cool tool for quickly finding out what is and isn't available if you want to start an agency, because you're probably going to want to have social media handles and whatnot. So this is a really quick way to find out what's available. Look at all these amazing names it came up with. Now, if I want to change, I'm like, let's see what .coms there are, and let's do a little bit more businessy. You're going to find this is going to be, there'll be fewer of them. Agent Talks, Talk Realtor, Convo Homes, AI. These are long, obviously. I don't love them because they're really long. But let's just say that we like Agent Talks. Okay. So I want to grab the name Agent Talks. Now you can buy a domain name right from BrandSnap. I personally use GoDaddy. You can use any service you want. I think Namecheap is really cheap. You can use SiteGround, anything you want, you can get your domain with. Okay. I'm actually not going to, well, maybe I will buy this domain and start from scratch. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Although I don't love this domain name, so let's find a better name. Formal. And I want to do .com because .ai is $80. So I want to do a .com. Not that great. All right, so let's do an IO. Or let's do, this is just for purposes of our class. So let's see if I do a playful.net. This saves a lot of time. I don't know how else you would do this on your own. Hey, James.
What's up, brothers?
What's up? We're just doing some branding today. I'm showing off a tool called BrandSnap that searches domain names for you and social handles using AI. Yeah, really cool. So I'm just trying to find a simple domain name I can buy for purposes of the course. Let's see. I'm doing a .net because it's not as cheap as .com. What's the cheapest one? I don't like those names. I'll do one more name. Hello. All right. So if anyone's joining us a little late, we're doing branding today. I'm using an AI tool called BrandSnap, which is in the notes, to come up with a cool domain name and social handles. This tool is awesome. It's free. We also looked at Claude, which is a new kind of chat model that's out that's free, that is totally better than ChatGPT. And I know that CloseBot is going to be using pieces of this in its backend. So I was playing with this to come up with domain names, but this tool is better. So I like AgentChatter.net. Works for me. So I know this name's available. I personally use GoDaddy. So let me log in real quick to my GoDaddy. And you can use whatever tool you want. But I just want to show you guys this because then when we, in 2 days, when we connect our domain name to high level, I'm going to show you how to use Cloudflare for name servers. So let me
Well,
just
Do you mind if I? You mind if I just add something?
no.
So a Cloudflare also Cloudflare's free plan has a lot of extra good things.
Yep.
I used to buy mine like through like a DreamHost or something, but you can actually buy domains and host.
Oh.
You can buy domains through Cloudflare now.
Do it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I love
And so-
Cloudflare.
yeah, I do too. And so then you don't have to worry about these extra step of like changing name servers because it's like should be
Oh,
already
great.
just right there.
Good to know. Thank you, James. So
Mhm.
Cloudflare is a DNS service which powers the internet, and apparently you could buy domain names. Look at that, domain registration. So I highly recommend you guys use Cloudflare for your domains and especially your DNS. We're not going to do DNS this second. We'll do it like tomorrow or the next day. I just want to get the domain right now. So this was the domain we found, AgentChatter.net.
Sorry,
What happened? Oh, this is searching for name. Oh, I see. Register domains. I'm sorry. You got to go to register domains and do search. AgentChatter.io. I like the .ios, but they're expensive, so I'm not going to do that for purposes of this thing here. So what's the cheapest at? Look at that. Look at all the nice the TLDs it gives you. All the TLDs, which is real nice. Top level domains, Coach, Live, Biz. Everyone prefers .com, obviously, because that's the best. But for purposes of what we're doing now, I'm just going to buy AgentChatter. 1 year option. Oh boy. Bear with me, please, while I do this. Country. I don't know. I know it's a little jingoistic, but I do wish United States was at the top. United States. Okay. You'll do this. I have to do country twice. Okay. Address, yes, yes. I'm in Illinois. And this is just taking a bit because I don't not log in. I don't have any services. So let's do PayPal. Automatic renewals. No, I don't need this next year. Verify address. Please correct errors. Oh, 584. Hyacinth Place. That's my home address. Want to visit me? You can. Okay. PayPal by now. Let's see if this works. Uh-oh. Well, that's going to be annoying. Darn it. I'll log in with a one-time code. Yeah, today is just a necessary evil. When you get domain names and you come up with a name, there's a lot of little things you got to do. This is the technical part that a lot of people don't understand and need help with. I see on a lot of the groups, people are hiring people on Fiverr to do all this setup and DNS and whatnot, but we're going to learn how to do it ourselves. Awesome. Let's see. Let's do that. Hope I paid the bill. Oh no.
So you're not going to use this for a long time because
No.
you can use a subdomain for free.
That's true. I wanted to show people how to buy a domain name, but do I need to show everyone in this group how to buy a domain name? I think that's pretty standard. If
Yeah.
you need help buying a domain name, hit me up in a DM. Hit James up in a DM. It's a good thing to learn. It's a definitely good thing to know. You shouldn't be paying people on Fiverr to help you doing all this stuff. So let's pretend that I bought a cool domain name. Now let's do this. I don't want to use my card. Forget it. Okay, let's pretend that I bought it. Well, I want to show people how to do Cloudflare. And I also want to show people, I'm going to buy this with GoDaddy because I want to show people how to switch to Cloudflare. I think because it's a good thing to know how to do. So let me do this really quick. So this was AgentChatter.net. Now, hopefully it didn't take it away from me. Okay, it's a little bit more expensive here, actually. Sorry, I should have wanted to, let's see. Next step. What is going on? Let's see. I definitely don't want it for 5 years. I want it for 1 year. And I'll continue to my cart. And I don't care about any of this other stuff. Let's see this. Try PayPal again. It's not going to work. I don't know why. I do have a balance. Let's see. I'll just do this real quick. Give me 1 second. I do want to buy this, so give me 1 second. And you could buy this anywhere, but I am using GoDaddy because I want to show you how to switch to Cloudflare if you have not done it. Okay, give me 1 second, please. There we go. Okay. Checkout. Okay, here we go. All right, so now I've got my domain name. We talked about using Claude and maybe BrandSnap to find a cool name for your agency. We found a pretty cool name in AgentChatter for our conversational AI real estate agency. I purchased it on GoDaddy because I want to show you how to use Cloudflare for the DNS when we get there. James mentioned that you could also purchase stuff right from Cloudflare. I think that's a good idea. I've been using Cloudflare for every domain, even if they're in different hosts. So it's probably good to consolidate. And as you do this for years and years, you're just going to have domains here and there and there. It's how it is. So be used to doing this, especially if you're an agency and people need help coming up with their domains and you're setting them up. This is a really good skill to have. Okay, great. So now I have agentchatter.net. I'm not going to do the DNS today because today's a branding day, but tomorrow when we do our GoHighLevel setup, we will use the DNS, and GoHighLevel integrates really well with it. Okay, so awesome. So we've gotten our domain name. We found a domain name using BrandSnap, and we bought it. Okay, so now we're going to move on. We use BrandSnap for naming. We used, and then we bought a name, and then we grabbed the domain name. So we're past this. So we grabbed the domain name. I use GoDaddy. We're going to talk about Cloudflare when we get at the DNS tomorrow. Okay, now that I have my name, AgentChatter, make a logo real quick. So I use Canva a lot. I've been using graphic software since the 80s, and Canva kind of won. Canva and Figma, you might have heard those two words. Those won the graphics game. Canva is a free tool. I think it's free. It has a free tool and it has a non-free version. I think this is the paid version. So I want to sign up real quick with the free version just so you guys can see what it looks like. So I want to make sure that it's going to, because it's a fantastic program. Probably one of my favorites. I'm going to go to Canva and I'm going to sign up real quick. And it integrates really well. Awesome. So here's the free version of Canva. Let's see what I can do with the free version. What's my Canva going to use for? Small business. So I don't want pro. Oh, so it does cost. It's not that much. I think it's $15 a month. But if you need to do graphics, logos, this is the best, cheapest tool. Sorry, it's not free, but it is a free trial. So I'm going to do the free trial.
No, there should be a free tier as well.
There is a free tier.
Yeah. There should be a free tier.
All right. So I'm going to do maybe later. Thank you, James.
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah.
So don't do Canva Pro. You can if you want. I love this thing. I have it. I'm not using it right now. Okay. So I'm going to do maybe later. This is fantastic UX, by the way, to get me to click on this free trial button that would have upgraded me to a paid package. So they did this on purpose and it worked. All right. Hi, Kadarian. Okay. So we've got our domain name that we found using BrandSnap, and now we're in Canva. And I want to, if you go to create a design, it comes up with all sorts of cool templates that you could start with. Let's start with a logo template. It's doing a 500 by 500 logo, so it's going to be square. You could make these canvases any size you want, but let's see what happens if I do this. I'm going to skip the tour. Okay, so logo templates. What's cool is you can see all these cool examples here of pre-built logos, and you can just grab one and make it your own. I like something, so AgentChatter. Let's see, these are nice. Ooh, this would be cool. I like logos look like this, so maybe I might do like Agent. Now, obviously, it's too long, so I'll try to fix that. Chatter. Okay. And there's Canva. So it's very simple to use Canva. It's a drag and drop tool. You can click on everything and kind of move it around. I'm going to make this box a little bigger. I'm going to move this black box over a bit. I'm going to stretch it a bit. I'm going to move Agent over just a bit. It automatically centers horizontally and vertically in its bounding rectangle, which is awesome. Chatter needs to be a little bit longer, so I got to make this box just a touch longer over here. Just a touch longer. Huh. That's not bad. That's a neat little logo. I mean, that positive and negative space. Let's make another one real quick. Move this up here. Ooh, what does this do? Does it allow me to change the A and the D? Yeah, so add it as a new page so it doesn't mess it up. So I can't change that. I don't like that. I'm going to get rid of that. And so if you want to make a new page in Canva, you can duplicate the page. You can make a new page. You can make unlimited pages. You can change everything. If I want to change the colors, do red, make the box red outline here. I make this red. Huh. That's interesting. So I want to make a copy of it. I want to show a client, or myself. Okay, let's do this again. I'm going to select this. Make it like a blue. Make that blue. Oops, not filled. Line, blue. Blue. Maybe it'd be cool and this is just me brainstorming right now. Since we're using Canva, I can do this too. Let's go over to Elements and type in chatter. And Elements comes in like silly little graphics and photos that represent what you just type in. So teeth going like that is chatter, right? But it probably doesn't work well for what we're doing here. It's not very professional. Oh, there's a little bot. Easy to move things around. Oh, so one thing you can't do is in the free version of Canva, certain things with this crown next to it, you have to pay for to make the watermark go away. So just know that if you're using pro widgets, it's going to have that little watermark on it. And a lot of these are pro widgets. Pro. So that's one reason you may want to upgrade to pro. It also does not have the AI graphic engine in it. So I'm going to show you that real quick. And again, I highly recommend you buying Canva. If you have an agency and you have clients and you're making graphics, buy Canva. So now I'm going to go and make a logo using the AI here, which is, where is it? Let's see, draw, uploads, brand. Sorry. Where is the magic AI? Sorry, guys. Uploads. You can upload your own images. Oh, yeah, this is cool. So I also found it. So I'm going to skip finding the AI in here because if you don't pay for it, you don't get it. But it should have showed up, and I don't know why it didn't. AI powered. Okay, so here's some AI stuff. Wow, look at all this AI powered. This is new. They have all sorts of stuff. So if I did Dolly, which is ChatGPT's, it's going to open up. Oh, cool. So it has built in, if you pay for this, it's got all the graphics engines from the chat tools built in. That's pretty cool. That's pretty amazing. You have to pay for that. And it's all here in one. So let's say I need a logo for my company called AgentChatter. Not like one word. Cool. Surprise me. No, I'm not going to do that. If you do surprise me, it just does its own prompt. So I want to do generate. And just be aware, if you use some of these tools and you have a word in it, it doesn't spell out the words properly, probably for security reasons. It comes really close, but it doesn't seem to finish. And it takes a second. See, it doesn't, it gives you a cool design, but it doesn't actually do it. It doesn't give you the right text. So you got to be careful what tool you use. Let's see. So let's try. Where is there other? Let's see here. AI voice, job voiceover, multitasking. Search Canva apps. Let's see, logo. What if I do a logo search? Logo maker? Oh, there it is. Okay, let's try this tool. This looks like it's going to be better. And again, this is all in Canva. Okay. Let's see if I do AgentChatter and do create. I don't think this is AI. It might be AI. And then I'm also going to show you this what's the name of it? It's called, there's one more tool I'll show you for doing logos, which is really, really cool. I'm loving it. I use it all the time. It's called, what's this one? So it does take a bit, but it's drawing for you. So I think it's worth the wait. All right, while that's loading, I'm going to load up another little cool tool. It's called Text Studio. This is amazing. This used to be able to charge a lot of money to do this back in the day. So I'm going to type in AgentChatter here, and I'll just do this magic button. And this makes 3D logos that you can put right into your look at that, a Barbie logo. That's funny. These are cool. I mean, this would be hard to do. It's kind of cool. I mean, it obviously goes, it goes, and you could just, for premium members. So again, this has free stuff and it has paid stuff. You got to find the right one. Oh, I see. If it has this little thing on it here, it's not free. So that's a cool one. It's like a stamp. I would download it. I would do the, it's got all these windows on. It's annoying. You do the PNG transparent, and then you could paste this over anything. I'll download AgentChatter here. So let's see what happened here. We couldn't create your logo. Please try again. Interesting. Let's try it again. AI is busy right now, folks. I see. It seems like every free tool is in use. Okay. So we've got an interesting little logo here. I think that's kind of interesting. We have a logo here. I think those are pretty good too. I'll turn this one. So I think those are interesting, and they would look good in a GoHighLevel instance. And this is still thinking here. This logo maker, almost done. Once this is done, we're going to move on from logo creation. And making logos and graphics, you just have to do it until you're, it's just a skill. But it's a good skill to have, and Canva makes it super easy to do. It's got built-in things with text and stuff. This AI, I don't know what's taking so long here, but I'm going to move off of this because I want to move on. I want to move into the next step, which is, now that we have a logo, I've got a few different versions of a logo that I like. I'll probably use this one here just because it's kind of neat. It'd be hard to do on my own. This is a pretty simple logo, but it's crisp. Maybe I'll take this logo too and turn this black. I like to make a black logo, and I also make a white on black logo, black on white and white on black, but we're not going to do that right this second. Let me turn this black. Okay. So I want to copy this. Okay. So I want to copy that, and then, wish I knew how big this was. And I'm going to make a new design that's rectangular. So custom size, let's do like, I don't know, 800 by, looks like 250, and see what that does. And if I paste this in here, cool. So now I can stretch this logo way out, kind of go edge to edge. I'll center it. And then to export, you do share. I'm going to do download. I'm going to do transparent background. Oh, that's only works with the paid version. It's good to know. So you have to have the paid version to do transparent background. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to export this as is. Download. The download is untitled design. This didn't work. Yep, it's not working here. So Canva is busy right now for the AI. But again, you could use text. It's got all sorts of cool, crisp and clean text in here. Also, that is font, so it's going to look really crisp. Okay. All right. So now that we have a couple logos that I saved out, now I want to real quickly, using Canva, make a Facebook page. So if you don't know how to do this, if your agency doesn't have a page, then that's fine. I'm going to show you how to do this right now. But this is also a fantastic technique for making Facebook pages for your clients to do very quick and free AI bot testing without having to do SMS. That's why I love this. And it's a really good way to demo for your clients. So I'm in Facebook right now, and let me just load up a page here. You guys probably know how to do this. So to make a page in Facebook, all you got to do is go to create new page. This is for my AgentChatter page, right? So AgentChatter. And the category is required. So I'll do real estate agent. And I'm not going to do a bio. Create the page. The second thing it's going to ask me for is all this information here, the website, blah, 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 blah. I did buy the domain name. I'm not going to put it in here for this second. You could come back to this later. I'm going to skip this. Next. Okay, so here's your profile picture and your cover photo. I'm going to go back to Canva. Okay, so this is where Canva really excels as well. So this is the logo. So Canva, you can do. I'm going to go back to the home page, and I'm going to click Great Design, and I'm going to do Facebook profile picture, and it's going to just be a big square, but that's fine. And this is for real estate agents. So what would happen if I typed in real estate? This is for the little circle that goes on your Facebook page. I want to go to elements. If you go to templates, you don't find a lot. Sorry, real estate. Cool. Now I'm paying for Pro, so I have I can do all of it. So I'm going to see all these little icons here because this is be a good place for an icon. Let's see here. Cool. Maybe like you can do this house. I'll change the background color to like purple or something. I'll change this to what or yellow, like a nice yellow, the sun maybe, and I'm gonna expand this up. If you hold Shift Option, you can go from the center. If you drag, you can see it centers itself. So I want to center it horizontally and vertically. Sorry. A little bit there. It's going to make it into a circle. Cool. So now I'm going to share this. I'm going to download it. It's going to be called Untitled Design Facebook Profile Picture. You could obviously name it whatever you want. Download that. Now we need to make a cover photo. I go back to my homepage. I do Create Design, Facebook Cover. So the dimensions are in there for you. And again, we're doing a real estate chatbot. So I'm going to do real estate. Cool. That's kind of neat. So let's see these cool photos. Sure, it's fine. And since this is a chatbot kind of play, I'm going to look for chatbots, and I'll go to graphic elements. Maybe I'll put this guy on there, and I'm going to flip him around. Cool. Shrink him a bit. So the possibilities are obviously endless, but this is perfect for Facebook profile. I'm going to share this, download. It's going to save it as Untitled Design. I'm going to go back to Facebook. We're at the step where it's asking for our profile picture. You click boom. Let's see, it's going to be one of these. There it is, Untitled Design 1. There we go. And then our cover photo is that. Awesome. We do next. You don't have to add an action button because the action button by default is message, which is what we're going to use. You can do your WhatsApp phone number if you want. I don't use that. I'm going to skip it. I'm not going to invite my friends. You might want to make sure that you turn this off. These marketing and promotional emails are annoying, and the page notifications, that means every time you update this page, it's going to go on your personal profile. So if you're working for a client, if you're demoing something, if you're testing something, you probably want to keep this off. But if you want people to know what you're doing, then turn it on. If it's your agency, you can keep it on. Turn this off. I'm going to hit done. And boom, we have a Facebook page. And if you, I don't know who knows Facebook pages well, but just to make sure you're clear. When you are, this will change from your profile picture to your page's profile picture. And that means that you're acting as the page. So anytime I post in here, I'm posting as the page. Okay, we're not going to get into that right now. So I'm going to go back out and be me. And this is what anyone will see when they look at your site. This is what your client will see. So this is sexy. It's something cool that you could build for a demo, have ready for your clients. I do it all the time. The only drawback is that sometimes they're you got to be careful because every once in a while they can be a little upset that you did work without asking them and stuff. So don't promote this too much. Just kind of keep it as like, I don't know, you did as a favor. It's not exposed to the public. You know, no one knows about this. So some people will ask you to take it down, but most won't. Most are very happy that you did something really cool for them. And if you do this for yourself, for your products, for your offers, for your agency, this is how you make a Facebook page. This is how you make the graphics for the Facebook page. Again, I did not get into that. This is not a Canva tutorial so much as it is a basic Canva intro of how to do built-in profile photos, cover photos. I'll do another Canva tutorial separately in the Chatbot challenge somewhere. But that's it. So in about 30 minutes, 35, 40 minutes, we use BrandSnap we use Claude to kind of ask about our industry and come up with some names, but it was busy because it was the free version. So then we switched to BrandSnap.ai, which we use to come up with our domain names by just telling this is an AI domain name checking tool and social handle checking tool. Through it, we were able to come up with the name AgentChatter.com, which I purchased in GoDaddy because that's what I use. And then we also talked about how we're going to switch it over. We're going to switch a domain name management over to Cloudflare. We're going to do this tomorrow or probably tomorrow, but we're prepared for that. And we set up our Facebook agency page. Having a social media presence is crucial. I showed you how to make a Facebook page and a profile. I'm going to get rid of this. We're not going to talk about this today. Okay. Are there any questions? Thoughts, concerns, suggestions? Okay, cool. So that was
yeah.
Yes.
What was the name of the site, the 3D graphics one?
Oh, yeah, this one. Where'd that go? This?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. What's your question?
What was the name of it?
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me paste this in here, guys. Tech Studio and sorry, it's guys and girls. I'm not sure who's on the call right now. Tech Studio. So this is a I want to put this Canva and what was this text effect. I'm gonna paste this in here. I'll post these notes right away. Okay, so here's text effect. Tech Studio. And this is mostly free. I've used it a ton for free. I never paid for this, and it does all sorts of cool things. And what's neat is it shows you other cool examples underneath of different things you could try. I mean, these are cool. They're a little out there. I mean, they're not probably perfect for every logo there, but look at that. That's awesome. This vintage style effect, that's so cool. I wouldn't know how to, that's hard to do. I mean, you have to be good at graphics to do that. Really good. Look at that. That's cool. So you download it. If you don't, you want the transparency so you can paste it anywhere. I like that one too. I'm going to grab that one. Awesome. So that's called Tech Studio. What'd you say?
It's misspelled.
Oh, thank you. So I go back to text and I download it again. Thank you. So so if you're doing your own graphics and your own branding, spell check because you will make mistakes. I just did in front of everybody. I've made lots of mistakes in my career just because if you're buried into the forest, you don't necessarily see the trees, and it's also just kind of hard to see. So honestly, be aware of it and just make a joke of it. Don't be upset. It's not a big deal. All right, cool. So we made some cool logos. We made some cool Facebook graphics. We made profile photos. We got a domain name. Are there any other questions today?
Yeah,
branding. We're going to be done with this after today. Yes, Tony?
Yeah, what's the why do you guys prefer Cloudflare so much in your opinion? I know it comes with some free stuff. If you guys could just go into detail as the difference that you see for that.
I have an opinion. James probably has his own opinion. I'll tell mine, and James
Sure.
can give.
Yeah, go ahead.
Everyone has a different reason for it. I like it for two reasons. One, it's fast. The DNS changes that you make are super fast. Let me log in here and I'll show you. So they're super quick. So once you hook up your domain name from GoDaddy, Sitecheap, name, whatever it is, using the free version of this, you add your domains to this service. So for instance, here's the Chatbot challenge right here. And all you got to do is once you do the setup, and we'll do this later when you do DNS, you follow along and gives you basic instructions, and you press a button. It says, oh, is this at GoDaddy? Yes, it is. It does all the work for you. You don't have to do anything. You just kind of authenticate yourself. And what it allows you to do is if you have to change DNS records in GoDaddy, for instance, it's like 6 clicks to get down to your domain name. It's just annoying, right? And it's big and messy, and it's not instantaneous. In terms of when you make the changes, it doesn't always happen immediately. This does. So look at these if you know what DNS is, these are my name server entries for different
Yeah.
functions. You don't have to really know what this means. When we get into GoHighLevel setup, it will connect to Cloudflare for you and do all this for you. And that's why I like it. It's free, it's fast, and it consolidates all your domain names in one place to do this DNS stuff, which is a necessary evil of running an agency. You have to know how to do this if you're running an agency. James,
Yeah.
why do you like Cloudflare?
Yeah, so Cloudflare is it's enterprise, like runs the internet kind of, you know, it's huge, it's well respected. And then also, since it is so big, the high level will give you a little wizard to just automatically add those two. That's another big plus. And the free plan does come up, you know, there with some denial of service type attack, like some of that free stuff that you're only going to get with an enterprise level, you know, DNS type provider. So it's just, yeah, I mean, it's just industry standard. It's not, I don't know, I've never heard of pork, you know, there's pork bun and blue, you know, Namecheap. I mean, they just don't sound like they're, but Cloudflare is like, you know,
Yeah, they're the
Cloudflare
OG.
is enterprise. It's enterprise grade.
Yep, they do. Yeah, so yep. Basically, what they do is they copy this entry and they put it on 1,000 servers all over the world. So it's so fast. It's the best. So if you're gonna do agency level work, you need to know Cloudflare. We'll get into this a little bit more when we actually hook up our domain name with GoHighLevel tomorrow. But yeah, so again, just to recap, yeah, James.
Oh yeah, so and yeah, so you know, even like things like the like some people like, oh, the www works and the other one doesn't, like stuff like that. Like people have the solution for that if you're on Cloudflare, but if you're on the other ones, you're toast, you know. So that's like page forwarding rules, those kinds of things. And then what was the other? I had another good reason too. Shoot. If it comes to me, I'll let you know.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, no problem.
So if you're not using Cloudflare, if you're just doing your regular DNS, it's fine. You don't have to do Cloudflare, but it, like James said, there's tools and people know how. There's a community behind it of support, especially with GoHighLevel.
Yeah, I just remembered. So and then the fact that now you can actually buy the domains, and it was actually cheaper domain than I saw. So you have a cheaper domain, and now you don't have to worry about, you know, going into names, you know, Namecheap and pointing them to Cloudflare. You can just you're just going to be right there in Cloudflare. So I just think, man, like I was the same way. I did it somewhere else, and then I pointed to Cloudflare, and now I'm just like, I'm just going to be in Cloudflare. Like, why?
I didn't know you could buy them in Cloudflare until just now.
Yeah, it's new.
So
I'm just going forward, I'm like Cloudflare first.
Cool, good to know. So yeah, Cloudflare is a great tool to have for your agency. And here's the thing: if your clients have this is good for clients too. So if they have their domain at another company, all you have to do is say, listen, do you know how to get into DNS? No, a lot of times they don't. Maybe you can walk them through, but all I got to do is when I show you tomorrow, you just change 2 little entries and you're done. You don't have to go through and say add mx.this and IP addresses, none of that stuff. So it's very good for working with other people's domain names. All right. Okay. Any more questions about basic branding, basic graphic creation? This was not an intense branding course. It was just real quickly so you guys can hopefully do it yourselves. Any questions, thoughts, comments, concerns?
No, I just say this has actually been awesome. I mean,
awesome. Thank you.
This went great.
Cool. Glad you think so. Yeah, a lot of courses don't talk about this graphic part of it because most people aren't graphics and they'll have other people do it, whatnot. Okay, cool. So your homework for tonight is choose your domain name and set up your logo with a Facebook page. If you don't have one, if you want to try it out, go for it. You saw how fast it took me. And the fast you can make these Facebook pages and logos, the fast you can make cool demos that look legit and finished and expensive for your clients. So it's a good skill to have. Okay. Tomorrow, we will start setting up GoHighLevel from scratch. Fresh install, fresh account. We're gonna I'm gonna do the 2-week trial. James might be an affiliate enough to have the month trial, but I only can do the 2-week trial right now. You don't have to use my affiliate. You can use whatever you want. But I want to be able to, get you as much free use out of software as we can for as long as we can. Who does not have GoHighLevel? Is there anyone that doesn't have GoHighLevel on this call? Yeah, I'm thinking. I don't know what other options there are really, but GoHighLevel, we'll do it from scratch. So again, tomorrow, if you already know GoHighLevel, you don't need to check it out. But like James is a much better at GoHighLevel than I am, so he may actually have some tips and tricks and ways to set up your account because it is a little bit confusing. Kadarian, yes. Hello.
Hi, y'all. I was just saying I don't have GoHighLevel.
Okay. Tomorrow, when we talk about setting up GoHighLevel, we'll walk you through getting it, setting it up, getting your free trial, all that stuff. That's going to be tomorrow. But good to know.
Okay,
so definitely be here. this week because we're going to show you how to do the GoHighLevel setup. It's easy once you've done it once or twice, but you kind of got to understand the difference between agency and sub account. So we'll get into all that tomorrow. But thank you for
Okay.
letting me know. Yeah, so this week we're going to set up GoHighLevel. CloseBot will be Thursday and Friday, I'm thinking, and then all next week is going to be CloseBot and making bots and doing all that cool stuff. Okay, so if there's no more questions for today on basic branding, hi Julio, sorry, nice to see you. We're almost finished here for today. I'm going to post these notes up as soon as this recording is in the cloud. I will put it on the school group. I'll post the notes, and I'll see you hopefully all tomorrow when we do our GoHighLevel setup. Awesome. Are there any questions, thoughts, comments, concerns? No. Thank you for attending, and I'll see you all tomorrow.
Peace.
Bye.